All right, let's see if the wind knocks the camera off. I wanted to show you what I'm having to do from a better perspective. We've got the cable loose here. I've already disconnected the little cable. Look at that. Let's come off the extra mini. These are partly in. I'm just going to drill it down. It might take a few minutes, but I just use this as a giant lever. And if you want, it's just going to spin itself down. A couple of times I've had to actually bang on the top because it's either in a void or just not gripping the ground enough. This, I can feel quite a bit of resistance, so it feels like it's actually going down. Yeah, it's kind of funny to me. We couldn't do this in the Bobcat. You know, they're rated to what, 10,000 pounds or something? I think with each circle, I'm going down less than an inch, but I can feel it getting tighter and tighter, so I know we're moving. I'm going to try to put it so the bottom of that eyelet is right at the ground level. Pretty exciting watching a guy walk around in circles, huh? Pretty amazing. Most of these are bent, so as I'm going around, it's kind of wobbling. But I can tell that it's still going down. So as long as we're anchored in this clay-filled, rocky soil, we're going to do just fine. Pretty sure this is steel, and it's what, 3/4 of an inch thick? We're getting tighter. And tighter. Thought about using a shovel, but I'm pretty sure I would have broken the handle already. Right, so maybe one more full revolution here, and we'll be good to go. It's getting real hard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go down one more. All the way around back to the ladder. Yep, that ought to do it. Make sure it's lined up. Good. Okay. Next step is to tighten that cable back down. Just want to make sure we're still recording. Sometimes the phone calls come in and stuff. All right. The next, by the way, is the leftovers, a little bunny nest. There aren't any bunnies here, but there's some bunny fur. So maybe they wintered over there or something. All right, so next step is to get this cable nice and tight. So I'm using a strap that'll hold, I think it's 3,000 pounds is what these are rated for. And basically what I'm going to do, we got the strap connected up to the top of the post, and then I'm going to connect the other end of that tie down to the end of the cable. So it's actually going to pull on the cable and snug this cable down as I'm going. That way, it'll tighten. Simple. You can kind of see it. I'll show you here. So, I'm not sure if you can see that very well. Basically, what what I do, this is the part that went down to the tightening area that I cut. This was up at the top. And so as I was tightening, this was actually tightening against the cable. So there was no chance the cable was going to slip out because of the way it was pulling it down and over. There are some other, it's a carry or a come along, which essentially is a big lever that you pull down, but this seems to be working just fine for me. The challenge is getting this big, thick 3/16 cable out of the eyelet here. All right. So then I'll reload it and I'll crank it down and tighten it up and flip it off and show you what it looks like. With a little luck, this will be simple now that I've figured it out after trying it 400 times in the wrong ways. All right, I'm going to hit that with a mower. All right, so here's the free end. I'm going to connect this to the other end of the tie down. If I had a chain, I'd probably use that. So let's see. Here. I'm going to bring it through and around. And then I want that through and around to go underneath the crossover, if that makes any sense. So, let's see, I'm just going to put a bend in this guy. Get to go back through that same loop, but I need to make sure that it goes underneath so that as it's tightened down, it's putting additional pressure to force it. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. So that it's very difficult to come out of there. Of course, I'll watch it as I tighten it down. I'll bend this over a little bit. As you can see, it's kind of a MacGyver way to do it. But it's working for me for the last couple of hours. Here. So as I tighten this, this is going to get tighter. It's going to pull all of this down against it. I'm going to watch it, and if I need to adjust it at all, I sure will. All right. So I'm just going to double check my connections, make sure I feel safe. Works good. I learned early on that that hook that's up on the top needs to be underneath. If you put it on top, then it gets jammed in there. And then I'm going to unbend this. That was the previous crimp on the wire. Now we're going to put some tension on it, and we're going to watch this area right here, make sure it tightens down the way that we expect it to. There we go. So see, this is getting tight. And this line right here is actually pulling over. It's pulling over this. So I'm a little nervous about so, there we go. More time for this. Break. We don't need 10,000 pounds on this, but I do need some tightness so that I can secure it down. I don't know how much of this audio you're hearing with all that road noise background in the background. Okay, we're not moving at all. The tightening appears to be doing just fine. So you see it's drifting down, which means it's actually cinching down on itself. You can see the little eyelet right there. It's actually moving forward with the tension. I don't know what the maximum test limits is. That's quite a bit of pressure. All right, let's see. How do we feel about that? I'm going to go a little bit farther here. Elaborate. There we go. I feel pretty good about that. Next step is to secure this and clip off the extra. So I've got the little U-bolt that I took off from before. Actually got two of them here. This is coming in, got a Foristell up. And before I cut it, I don't want it to explode on me. I've learned at least what works well for me is if I put the U on the side toward me, then it's easier to hold it together. And it's hard to find these screws if you've dropped them in the grass. All right, next up, crank these puppies down. I've broken a couple of these. This is too hard. You want it to be tight, but not, you know, too tight to slow down. Shoot, all the other ones only have one on them, and that's been fine. I mean, this has been up for 2 years, maybe a year and a half. It'll be 2 years this February or something, and they haven't loosened at all. The next step is to let go of all the tension, and I like to keep my fingers out of this, so I'm just going to use the back of this to pry it a little bit to get that pop out. Just don't want it to pop too much here. Okay. See all the reach on the table, nothing's on this. I'll leave this together at about that length because all the rest of them are about the same. I'm just going to flip this off. You can see the color. If I ever wanted to, I could actually go in here and add another one. Like I said, these singles have been on here for a couple of years with no issues. Of course, we end up with a little bit of relaxing. So that's still pretty comfortable in that. We'll pull all this stuff up and we'll go over that. That was it. Pretty exciting, huh?